Hi, I'm Nathaniel,
And I'm Holt.
and we're here today recording some Legacy Cube for Murphy's Vault. If you like the video, go ahead and like, subscribe, and check out the channel for the rest of our Magic content. We do lots of stuff week on week. We do tourneys, deck techs, more drafts like this, and unboxings. So if you like Magic content, make sure to check us out.
So we're just waiting. Looks like our draft has started now. I'm going to let Nathaniel here take the reins since I was greedy last time.
Okay, so I don't like anything in this pack that much. I mean, there are good cards, but I don't like any of them as first picks hugely.
There's Hero Blade Holt.
There is Hero Blade Holt.
A personal favorite of mine.
It is a personal favorite of Holt. Search for Knowledge is okay, but there's not so much brown in the cube. It's kind of hard to make it be like the really strong. Like, it's still just good card selection, right? But it's hard to make it really strong. Arbor Elf is super acceptable, but I'd prefer to have something like good to ramp into before I picked up like Arbor Elf, which is a fine dork, but not like a really good one. I'm kind of leaning towards Frost Titan because blue's good in this cube, and Frost Titan, there are some decks that just can't beat him.
I mean, personally, I think for the card that has the most value, like in blue, I think Control's pretty good in the Legacy cube.
Yeah.
So I kind of like Thirst for Knowledge, but I see Frost Titan as a respectable pick.
Well,
There's nothing that's really great.
I just think that Frost Titan is like one of those cards that some decks just can't beat, right? Like, you just play it and you tap down a land and they just never get to remove it.
Alright, well, let's go with Frost Titan then.
Like I say, Thirst for Knowledge would probably be my pick in Vintage Cube.
Okay, that's fair. I have much more experience with Vintage Cube.
But like they took all of the brown out of Legacy Cube. Well, like, not all of it, but a lot of the artifacts. Like, there's no real artifact mana, for example.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Not a lot of blue in this pack, so I mean we have Vapor Snag, we have Far.
I'm not interested in any of those.
Exactly. So I think we may as well just pick up another color here.
I'm happy to do that. Like, we're not married to blue, right?
Yeah.
Like, we picked up Frost Titan because it was theoretically quite strong, but if we're not in blue, we're not in blue. Wretched Confluence is okay. I don't despise that card. Lingering Souls is fine, but also sort of gold, right?
Yeah.
Man, this pack kind of sucks.
Yeah, again, it's not very strong. I think in terms of power level, like, there's much more fair stuff going on in the cube, so I might be tempted by Spell Queller.
I'm very interested in Spell Queller. I'm just not sure I'm interested in it this quickly. I mean, we can pick it if you want. We could also pick Wretched Confluence.
Let's go with Wretched Confluence. It's a little bit easier to cast.
Kind of. If we look, it's Armageddon.
Oh, Geddon. That's one knows I love a bit of Geddon.
Yeah, we do. Do we want Geddon?
Yeah, but there's also Goblin Guide.
There is also Goblin Guide.
Nathaniel's favorite card, maybe.
No, Goblin Guide's nice, but it's not guaranteed 3 face damage for 1 mana, really. It's not quite that level of efficiency. Man,
this is pretty hard.
I hate this pack. It's fine. Talrand's fine.
Yeah, if we're like going Control, but we don't have any spells yet.
I'm not even that big of a fan of Talrand. This is okay, right?
Yeah, I mean, maybe we pick up a land here.
I like picking up a land.
We're giving Nathaniel tons of trouble because another one of our teammates, Tim, hates the phrase, "I don't hate that." In his words, it's such a nothing phrase. So you just said nothing, Nathaniel. Thank you for adding to this.
Yeah,
round.
Well, we've got 10 seconds to pick a land or a spell.
I think Steam Vents is better.
Yeah, well, I'm biased. I like drafting red-blue.
That's okay, though.
Drafting Grixis, though, it's great.
I mean, that's kind of the point of Legacy and Vintage Cube, though. You play what you like.
What you want.
Exactly, and you get that kind of accessibility to it. Oh my gosh, what is going on?
Not even any fetches. Not even any lands I'm like really happy taking.
I mean, we could take Lava Claw Reaches and start thinking more about Grixis. Then red is kind of an easier splash. We could take Chainer's Edict, decent removal. Same with Collective Brutality. I like the modal nature of it. And could put us somewhere into Reanimator. I don't know if we're even close to something like that. But
I mean, we're like 3 picks in, right? So we could pick a Collective Brutality, which is just a generically quite strong card, and be very happy with. And then if we pick up some Reanimator cards, we're very happy with those. I think I'm probably happier with Collective Brutality than I am with Chainer's Edict, and I don't think I'm that interested in picking up Lava Claw Reaches. Manlands commonly wheel.
Yeah.
Especially ones like this, which is like probably the worst manland in the cube. Actually, no, because they put in all the BSC ones, didn't they?
So Needle Spires is the best one.
Needle Spires is pretty bad.
So we got Sulphur Falls, which makes the red splash.
We don't have any red cards, though. I'm not interested in picking up a Sulphur Falls right now.
There's Dissipate.
I'm kind of interested in Miscalculation.
Yeah, Miscalc's a good card.
I like Miscalc.
But the port, though.
We are not a port deck. We are so far away from a port deck. It's not even funny.
Augur Bolus, like, we could be going for, like...
If we're going to pick a blue card, we're going to pick one of these blue cards. Like, Augur Bolus is fine. He's not awful. He's just not, like... I wouldn't pick him here.
Yeah.
I'd prefer to pick up the instants and sorceries I'm interested in getting, as opposed to picking up him.
That's
I think that he's much more likely to wheel than either of these are.
Alright.
I also quite like Chandra, but I'm more interested in, like, one of these, I think I like Miscalc. Like, obviously Dissipate's a stronger counterspell, but Miscalc's, like, a very versatile spell to have in your roster.
I agree. Stroke of Genius.
Stroke of Genius is okay. It's kind of weird, but it's not bad. We also have Arc Trail, which is not a bad piece of removal.
Ultimate Price?
Ultimate Price is probably my preferred piece of removal, and obviously the best piece of removal in the pack is Terminate.
We do have the Steam Vents.
We do.
So there's a possibility that we can splash for the Terminate, and I like the spell a lot better.
I do. I think I'm more interested in the Terminate a little bit. Like, if Arc Trail was in the conversation, Terminate's definitely in the conversation. It means we're kind of committing to playing black and red. Fuck it. I just like drafting Grixis, so I'll commonly do picks like this, which I think are bad picks, or like not bad, but like not disciplined.
Yeah,
they're not disciplined picks.
Okay,
because I like drafting the deck, so I know that I'm more likely to try and make it work in the future. Bitter Blossom is a really strong card.
Yeah, I like Bitter Blossom when I'm looking at this pack. Inquisition's always an option. Phyrexian Rage is just a value card.
Like, I'm really interested in trying this card out, but this isn't the deck for it.
Yeah, not at all.
I think Sylvala's like could be pretty busted. I don't know how well you can build her in Cube though. She just got put in. Obviously, Blade Splicer,
value,
best card in the pack, by quite a long way. Sylvan Library ain't got nothing on Blade Splicer, but I think I'm on board a bit of awesome.
I play Eldrazi and Taxes in Modern, so I was looking at Tidal Scholar and Blade Splicer there.
Holt plays exclusively no fun decks. Holt plays exclusively decks which are about nobody having fun. He has to play like bad creatures to make other people not be able to play their game.
I'm thinking about this pack.
Obnixilis.
Yeah, Obnixilis I think is just the pick here, right?
Why didn't Treat the Angels red? Modo, what are you doing?
They know it should be Boros, the best color combination.
How is this Boros? Whatever. I think it's Obnixilis. Underworld Connections is also like a reasonable pick, but I think I prefer Obnixilis because he's actually a way of winning the game.
Yeah, I like it. He's a win condition and he's just value. He's removal. He does it all. Hippy Dippy?
Hippie. Actually, I quite like Removal. Hippie's fine, but I think
but it puts us a lot in double black as well. If we take Hippie,
there's also Scroll Rack, which I'm not that interested in, as we saw no shuffle effects. And without shuffle effects, Scroll Rack is commonly like, I did it once, and these are good cards, but now I need the other. Okay, I need to start drawing fresh cards, and I don't have any of those.
I think I like Remove Soul as well. Far and Away.
What does this do?
It's an Edict and a Bounce.
This is fine, right? It's like totally acceptable either side of it.
Yeah.
It's slightly expensive Unsummon, and it's slightly expensive Geth's Verdict. Pick your Edict.
Yeah, Chainer's
but
Edict,
instant Sweet Edicts are pretty good. Chainer's Edict's a sorcery, which is why it's slightly worse. But how interested are we in Distended Mindbender?
I kind of like it. We need to pick up some more creatures for it, but
I'm not sure how much of a creature deck we are, but I'll pick it up. I think that we're fine with it. It's that or Manic Vandal, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure how heavy we want to be in our Red Splash.
Let's go for Mindbender, I think. Like, if we pick up some value 3-drops, it's just more worth it. Okay, Edict, Wield.
Is that
or Delver.
1, 2, 3, 4.
We could play Grixis
5,
Delver.
6. Nah, Delver's just not that good of a card in the cube. It's fine.
Come
but it's
on,
not.
dude. That Delver dream.
Nah, Chainer's Edict is the more valuable pick.
I like Olivia.
I really like Olivia.
Well, black seems really open, so that's a good sign.
It does.
I kind of like Drana. I kind of want us to have some more creatures, so...
Drana's a little bit heavy on the black, but we appear to be there. Right? Okay. I forgot that we have far less time at the moment. I'm happy with this pick anyway. But...
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Jace. We didn't miss it this time.
No.
In the last draft I did, I completely just overlooked a Jace the Mind Sculptor and just, looked at the whole pack, and I think I was deciding on something like Arid Mesa and like
Yeah.
another lamp.
Cards which are not as good as Jace. So,
And I just blanked it.
so Jace is a very, very strong card in Vintage Cube, and quite possibly the strongest card, like individual card in the Legacy Cube. I think the only other consideration here is Scalding Tarn.
Yeah, I was about to say, if Jace wasn't in the pack, then I think about Scalding Tarn, V-Click. And there's also a possibility, like, I think we'll probably wheel Nicol Bolas. That might be an option later.
Ooh.
I'm not sure how interested we are, but...
I'm kind of interested in Nicol Bolas. He just wins the game, right?
There's also Hero's Downfall.
Yeah, like, so Badlands, Scalding Tarn, Hero's Downfall, and Vanilla Click, to me, would be, like, the next things we'd go to.
Yeah.
But Jace is, like,
Just
a tier
so good.
above these cards.
Yeah, exactly. So, let's just slam it.
We may end up
Delicious
not even
choice.
playing red, to be fair. Like, we
Yep.
may just be blue-black. Ooh. He's probably not what we're going for, but I actually think I prefer...
Sword of Temptation. My favorite card in the cube.
I'd prefer to play a Dismiss, I think, with the deck that we are. Or a Mana Confluence. Profane Command is also not awful.
I actually kind of like Mana Confluence as this pick and staying a bit disciplined. I'm not as interested in Dismiss.
So the cards in the pack that I'm interested in are Dismiss, Baleful Strike, Sword of Temptation, Keranos, and Profane Command, and Mana Confluence.
Profane Command is so good.
It is very good.
In Limited, it's just awesome. But
Yeah, but
I haven't used it that much in Legacy Cube, to be honest.
Legacy Cube is kind of different to a regular limited environment, right? Like
Obviously.
you're looking at a much more kind of constructed level of cards quality. I think I like Mana Confluence just because it enables our red splash a lot more.
And the thing is, I feel like we're going to wheel something else out of this pack. We're probably not going to wheel the Mana Confluence.
I think that's fairly likely, but not 100%. But we'll see. Yeah, Mana Confluence just never wheels, right? Like there's always someone at the table who wants this effect.
Volk?
Volk Island's pretty nice. Misty is actually nicer, in my opinion.
There's also Goblin Dark Dwellers, but we kind of have... Well, we have two
I don't want to have any
I don't
double
want to
red
have
cards
double
in the deck.
blue. Or yeah, double red, sorry. There's also Thing in the Ice, which is kind of
I'm
interesting,
not
and
interested in
Remand.
Thing in the Ice. I'm interested in Remand over Thing in the Ice.
Yep.
And there's also Reanimate.
Kokusho.
I'm not playing Kokusho.
Yeah, I think it's between Volk and Misty for sure.
I think in most situations I would pick a fetch land with one of my colors over a dual land.
Okay.
Especially a dual land that we already
Yeah.
have like redundancy for.
Absolutely.
If that was like a bad lands, which we already passed, I would be much more interested. Yeah, Hulk. Just good cards. Just unbeatable. How do you beat Get Hulk?
Whirler Rogue, it works well with Extended Mindbender.
Yeah.
There's also Master Waves, but we don't have that much actual devotion to blue, so I don't know how good that is.
I don't like Master Waves at all.
Make
we're,
Erebos
like,
big?
Erebos is like fine. I actually don't hate him.
Actually, I kind of like him.
I quite like him. Yeah, I'm happier picking Erebos than anything else here.
More than Whirler Rogue, yeah.
Yeah, Whirler Rogue is fine, but not. I don't. So I think Whirler Rogue is a card for the blue-white tempo
Yeah.
deck, much more than it is a card for the black, for the Grixis like control deck.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not even that big a fan of Erebos, so we might not end up starting him. But ooh, hello.
Ashiok is just an amazing card.
Ashiok is similarly one of the better cards in the cube.
There's so many good cards actually for us in this. There's Necrotal, Ashiok, Whip. I'm sort of interested, not hugely, but we might be able to go in that direction. There's Blood Crypt.
I'm much more interested in. I'm like, to me, the rankings is like Ashiok, Blood Crypt, and Necrotal.
I totally agree that Ashiok's the best card in the pack. We're going to pick that. I'm just thinking about what's going to be coming back.
No, I agree. I'm
Hopefully,
just like
Black was pretty open last time. I hope we
Necrotal
get
might come down.
Necrotal.
Necrotal's like. So Necrotal's a lot better in Legacy Cube, especially recently when they made it a much fairer environment.
Mm-hmm.
So they took out a lot of the combos and a lot of the basically the stuff that let you be like ridiculous. And yeah, K-Command's what we're picking.
K-Command.
I mean, like we can't play Geralt's Messenger, right? Like it's just way beyond what we can do.
Yeah.
And I'm not that interested in Nevdisk.
Yeah, that was the other one I was looking at as a possibility, maybe for the board.
Like the other possibility to me is Seagate Oracle.
Yeah, Seagate Oracle's actually that card has done some real work for me.
It's good with Mindbender.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
We could try and take the chance that K-Command wheels. It's a gold card in black.
Gold card, and there's less artifacts.
There are less artifacts.
So
Taking Seagate Oracle over K-Command.
That's really weird, but I think it might be right. Olivia went late as well.
Yeah.
Relatively, I'm not sure she's gonna go that late, but Bone Shredder.
I kind of like Green right now. I like
Toxic Deluge. Yeah.
Like I'm not that interested in Grey Merchant. We have a decent number of black pips, right? But I don't think that we're like a lot of them are not in permanents. We have like 1, 2, 3, 4,
6,
5,
7,
6, 7, 8, 7, 8.
Yeah, 8.
which is like it's not a bad number, but a lot of these come down. Like this one comes down on the same turn as Grey Merchant. It's kind of hard to set it up. I don't know. I think that
Gary might come back as well. Actually.
Gary also might.
He might be the last pick.
But I'm a big fan of Toxic Death.
Yeah, I like it too.
Especially like whenever there's a True Name Nemesis or a Geist in the format, we're not playing Phyrexian Obliterator.
He just knew.
Come on. It's got a quadruple black.
It's so valuable.
If we couldn't play Geralf's Messenger, we cannot play a quadruple black 5/5. It's also a 5/5 with trample, and yeah, it has all this nonsense attached to it. Phyrexian Obliterator is not like that good.
Fine.
I'm significantly more interested in the dual land that allows us to play this weird 3-color mess we're making than I am in a card that makes our mana so much worse.
Alright, yeah, okay.
But like,
that is the right thing.
serious way. Okay, so I'm not actually that interested in Nickel Bullets anymore. I'm much more interested in lands.
Big bullets.
Well, this deck doesn't work without lands.
Okay, fine.
Bullets is fine. We don't really have any way of reaching that. Like, I guess he's only one more than Frost Titan, but like the difference between 6 and 7 is a big number.
Yeah. I actually really like the Badlands here.
It means that if we pick up a fetch that can fetch red or black, we're in a much better state.
Yeah.
Like, I'm kind of sad that Misty doesn't fetch it. It does make it a lot worse, but I think that just having...
Good mana means a good deck.
I just think we need to have good mana at this point.
Pro-think, man.
Dismiss also came back. I'm kind of surprised the Baleful Strix didn't come back. Like, it implies somebody else is also in blue-black. I'm not interested in this. It's a synergy with Collective Brutality, though.
That's true.
I'm not sure I'm that interested in it.
Yeah.
I don't really want Stormwest Dragons. Profane Demand is okay.
I like Profane Command.
I kind of like Dismiss.
You have the reins. I trust you.
Bring one.
I still like Thing in the Ice. Personally.
I'm not that big a
we
fan
have
of
a fair
it.
amount of...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't think they're cheap enough, though. The thing is, I think that we're flipping this like turn 5 or like 6 if we have like a really good draw. I'm more interested in Kakusho, if I'm being honest. I'm not even sure we're playing Kakusho, but I don't think we play Thing in the Ice either. So
there's nothing we really.
I'm gonna pick Dread Return No, I'm gonna pick Imperial Recruiter in case we get Twin.
Okay, I can dig it. Blood Crypt and Necrotal.
I'm not as interested in Blood Crypt anymore.
Now that we have
Badlands. I mean, like it helps, but I think that I would prefer.
Yeah, I like Necrotal.
I don't think Whip is a card for us. I mean, whipping back Kakusho feels better.
Messenger. He's back.
I mean, we'll take him, but no, we'll actually take the Bane card.
Yeah, it might actually be relevant somehow. Duplicant's actually a great card to wield.
How is this our last pick? I don't understand. I don't understand people.
Preordain. I'm interested in.
Very good. I'm also interested in Chandra.
City of Brass.
City of Brass is okay. I'm much happier about our mana now, though. Like, I'm not perfect on it.
There's a new addition to the cube, Gonti.
Yeah, there is Gonti. He's not bad. I would like to wheel him, but I think we can wheel him.
Yeah, I think we'll definitely wheel him. How this draft's been going.
Shandy D.
I kind of want just Preordain. Preordain's so good.
Yeah, I'm up for Preordain. I'm up for Preordain. Let's go.
Like, we also don't want too much double red.
We don't. Oh, that's true. I did talk about how I didn't want double red cards in the deck, didn't I?
Yeah.
Even though we have like good fixing for red and bad fixing for blue.
I'd rather the splash be like free though, rather than like being
hard.
Stranded. You know what I mean? But for Flame Tongue Kavu,
I do like myself some Flame Tongue Kavus, but there's also Crux of Fate.
I like Crux. Crux.
Such a big fat card. How many creatures we've got 8 creatures. Such a fat card. We've got 1 dragon.
Oh, synergy.
Boom. Wipe just him. Drain out 5.
Smart.
Yeah. I really like FTK, actually. I find FTK to be very, very strong.
Yeah, I like Flame Tongue Kavu a lot.
It's kind of like Necrotal. Actually, the more I think about it, the more it is just like Necrotal. Actually, I don't know. I found it to be like better than Necrotal in the situations where it is, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
In a lot of situations. Screw it. FTK.
Murderous Cut, Read the Bones, Incinerate.
Shriekmaw. I kind of like Incinerate, and I actually kind of like Shriekmaw.
I like Shriekmaw a lot, actually.
I wish we'd taken that Dread Return now. Not really. We're never going to Dread Return Shriekmaw, right? Like, we're very unlikely to.
Murderous Cut's just awesome, though. It's such an efficient card.
I think we have a lot of removal, though, and like this doubles up.
Yeah, absolutely. I get it. I like it.
We're probably going to cut a lot of these cards anyway.
What's Big Liliana do?
She Raven's Crime someone, she Vamp tutors you, and she Rise of the Dark Realms is you.
Or the Creeping Tar Pit.
I quite like Creeping Tar.
Yeah, me
more than
too.
These cards. Like,
There's Bob.
I've never been that big of a fan of Bob and Cube.
Yeah, I mean, our curve's so high. There's also Cryptic, but I don't think
We're not playing Cryptic. Like, look at our mana symbols. We can't support triple blue.
Yeah.
I
mean, we have one. Okay.
I just think Carpet's the right choice. Ooh, too strong.
Yeah, too strong for Modern. Gatekeeper? Am I interested in that?
We're not interested in it. It's triple black.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm much more interested in the fourth vault over Gatekeeper.
Yeah, I can dig it. I don't know, Gift Robe's okay. Yeah.
If we're taking the thing in the ice, maybe, but like, I'd prefer to have more interaction than like Gift Robe. Like, we're also not playing that many counterspells. If we're playing more counterspells,
Fourth Volt's also just so good if we run into the aggro deck, and we do need to have a plan for that.
Our plan for that is to resolve Collective Brutality and hope that they cannot win.
Oh, first pick, Lightning Helix.
Lightning Helix, baby!
Every time.
So it's Malicious Reflection, which is not bad, but not my favorite.
What about Big Swan? I guess we have a lot of 6-drops.
I mean, I like Slagstorm because it's a board wipe.
Can we support double red? We have 1, 2, 3 red lands as of yet.
We have 4.
Like, I'm not sure we're ever...
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry. Are we ever going to cast out on turn 3, though?
Oh no, I'm just not sure there's that many other cards that I'm interested in. I guess Sorin's okay. He's kind of anemic in my opinion.
Well,
I'm not, if I really felt strongly that we wouldn't have Sorin, but I don't feel that strongly about it.
Yeah.
Splash white.
Easy.
For something. Don't know what. Sure, we'll pick this because it's in our colors.
Dude, the commander.
Coral Commander. It's not even that good.
Yeah, I don't see anything I really like.
We can Ever After Kakusha and Frost Titan win the game.
Forever. Him to Turok?
I'm more interested in Riffing Cloudscape. Him to Turok's good. I just don't think that we want to have double black on turn 2.
I don't know. We have a lot of black dual lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And we're going to be playing some number of swamps. I just quite like Cloudscape. It gets you out of a lot of situations. Like it's a really
sometimes him just like destroys though. I don't know.
Him's really good on turn 2. Riffing Cloudscape is like great to suspend on turn 2 and like a fine card to play any other point.
I trust your judgment, Nathaniel.
I just really like Cloudscape. I like Dante. I also like Dragonskull Summit.
Yeah, Dragonskull Summit.
Potentially more than Dante. Nah, Dante. It's also like
I kind of like the Summit. We have a lot of 4-drops.
That's true. Just like Dante.
Crux of Fate.
Yeah, sure.
I'm actually so happy that wheeled. I didn't want to say it last time, but the second we passed it, I was like, oh, maybe we shouldn't have taken it. Maybe we should take Read the Bones for card advantage.
I don't hate it. It's just kind of like slow, right? We have a lot of removal, and it's a 3-drop.
Lily?
We'll take Lily and put her in the sideboard for now. Same with this guy.
Yep.
Unless you think we can play any of these. Ooh. This might end up being in the deck, depending on how I feel like we can support it. Alright. What are we currently at?
We have a lot of playables, I actually feel like.
We have a very high number of playables. Let's see, 7 lands, 28 cards, so we need to make 5 cuts from this, and or if we want to bring stuff in from here, but I don't think we do. I don't think we're interested in anything here. Sort of here. So if it's an NMI bender, maybe, but I think Drana's no longer a card I'm interested in. Like, we're not... She's only really good with... why is it set up like this? Sort by converted mana cost.
This is what you get for playing on my account.
Yeah, Holt's a terrible account. So, let's see. Take the lands out for a second. So theoretically, we want to make 5 cuts. I don't think that should be that hard.
I'm not sure I want Duplicate. Or actually, I'm not sure I want Frost Titan.
I like Frost Titan more than any of the other 6-drops. What's the one with Frost Titan?
I don't know. I'm just.
I like him.
I think I'm tainted by Legacy or Vintage Cube. Where I feel like Frost Titan's just kind of a big 6/6 dude.
He's good in Vintage Cube. He taps on their lands. He makes it really hard to kill him. Like
if you can get to it fast, it's really good. But we don't have
good.
any way to
Yeah,
ramp
but
up.
he's been good in Vintage Cube on turn 6, but 4-man against me. Like this guy's actually he's good. Like he's a Titan. He's not the best Titan, but he's still a good Titan.
All right. Well,
I like him more than Kakusho, man. We've got no way of abusing it. He's just a 5/5 that when he dies drains them for 5.
but he flies.
Ooh, this guy taps stuff down.
Dude, Crux of Fate.
Yeah, we're not playing Kakusho.
It could be a Dune Blast for Kakusho.
Ooh, we're not playing Kakusho. Kakusho's like so much worse than Frostite.
I'm not sure how I feel about Profane Command now. I feel like now that we have like both Toxic Deluge and Crux.
I think Frank Man was never a board wipe anyway.
I know, but I'm more thinking of like the value. Like I like the 2-for-1 value, but it's kind of expensive, right? Well, I guess we can. How many creatures do we have right now? 10. 1, 2, 3.
We're probably gonna cut Drana. I don't think that.
I think we cut Erebos. I'm not sure he's the best here.
Erebos is like super acceptable, right?
I think we need something to put pressure on though. Like we need a
But
way.
Drana isn't that good at putting pressure on. Because we don't have like. So she's really good after a 2-drop.
Mm-hmm.
And then she swings, and then she puts putting stuff on them, and it's great. And
most of our Bitter Blossom.
Yeah, and I was about to say she's good with Bitter Blossom, and none of her other 2-drops.
Yeah, that's fair.
Every other 2-drop we have is like so bad with Drana.
Okay.
So our way of putting pressure on is Ashiok, Jace, Obnixilis, Frost Titan. These are our ways of putting pressure on.
Mm-hmm.
Like these are much better than Drana because Drana dies to almost every piece of removal in the cube, and Jace is like Jace and beats people real hard.
Yep.
We have a lot of ways of protecting something. Oh, Olivia also puts pressure on.
Yeah, Olivia's awesome actually.
Like I think that you're thinking about this from like a, I don't know, we have to pressure people early kind of thing, which we don't have to do. Look at how much removal we have. Like
I'm the worst for this.
But like, look at the deck. Look at the deck we're playing. We have Vault,
yeah.
Miscalculation, Remove Soul, Bitter Blossom, which actually is pressure early, but whatever. But it also saves you pressure early because it just makes a million chump blockers. Chainer's Edict, Collective Brutality, Terminate. Like all of our 1 and 2-drop slot is removal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or like stalling.
Yep.
And then it's like Toxic Deluge, Read the Bones, Seagate Oracle, which are like find ways to find stuff to do in the late game and like removal. And Ashiok, which is something to do.
So we
Ashiok wins games by itself.
Okay, I agree. Like I'm too biased. I must admit this is not the type of deck I usually play at all. I'm the dirty player at the table who during Legacy and Vintage Cube always drafts aggro. So I'm like, how many more threats do we need? Blah blah blah.
Like very few. I went 3-0 in Vintage Cube with a deck whose only ways of winning was Torrential Gearhulk, Zealous Conscripts, not even the good twin target. Zealous Conscripts plus twin, and Jace. And that was it. That was my only I had exactly 3 methods of winning, which was beating down with Torrential Gearhulk, Jace, and the twin combo. That was it. And it wasn't like a good twin combo. It was the bad twin. And I went 3-0. Because like if you have a strong control deck, you can win the game off of your like win conditions that you find.
Maybe this is the thing. I'm just incapable of building a strong control deck.
Maybe
in limited.
Maybe you just have like a brain problem. How much are you in Collective Brutality and just like starting it?
I actually really like the card. I think it's flexible enough that I'm happy to start it.
It
can help just catch you up.
I'm trying to identify what the worst 2 cards in the deck are. Is it Far and Away?
I think Far and Away is not the best. I mean, it's kind of cool because we can unsummon on turn 2. It's another thing to do on turn 2/turn 3, depending on how we feel.
Let me just rearrange some of this so we have a better idea of what our This is a 2 and a 3-drop, but it's kind of hard to. It's also like 5.
I put Shriekmaw in the 2 slot.
Yeah, Shriekmaw is also in the 2 slot, but it also can be in the 5 slot.
What's Wretched Confluence do?
It's instant speed, 5 mana, choose 3, choose any one once. Target player draws a card, loses 1 life. Target creature gets -2/-2 until end of turn. Returns like a creature card from your graveyard.
Are you sure you don't want Kakusho? Just look at that synergy.
I guess that's true. Like that is that's real synergy. Memes aside, it's also got synergy with Profane Command. I'm not sure I'm that interested in Profane Command.
Yeah, I
anymore.
don't I love Profane Command in Limited because you can just be like, give my team fear and you lose a ton of life.
But this isn't the same as regular Limited. Like we don't have a team that we can give fear.
Well, see, this is exactly what I'm saying. You can't do that with this deck, so I think Profane Command loses some of its value. Sorin.
I don't want to play Sorin.
Come on.
What does it even do?
It makes an opponent's life total become 10.
Oh, we don't care about that. We're either winning in a way that doesn't care about life total, which is Jace, or in a way that doesn't care about life total because we've established like a dominant state over the game.
Yeah.
Because we're playing like an Omnic Silas that's just got us a million cards, or we're playing a Frost Titan that's just like tapping down everything they have, or we're playing an Ashiok, then they're just like, I can't kill this Ashiok, and I'm milling out. Or I mean, we have an Olivia who like is good at controlling the board and killing them, and like most of the time, like Sorin doesn't. All it would do is like speed up our clock, but we honestly like most of the time we don't care about that because we have all these removal spells.
Yeah, I get that. What else are we cutting then?
We've got 2-drops. This is kind of why I was looking at Collective Brutality.
What about Chainer's Edict?
Chainer's Edict is fine, but it's possible we have like a lot of stuff.
Okay.
Do we want Far Away or Chainer's Edict more?
I think I'd rather have Far and Away just for the flexibility.
Okay. In that case, I think we cut Chainer's Edict. And like, we could also cut Read the Bones.
I quite like Read the Bones in this deck though.
We could also cut Seagate Oracle if we're not running Descended Mindbender. And I think that I'm not that interested in running Descended Mindbender.
Okay. So you want to just keep the extra piece of removal in, or are we looking at something else? Something like Malicious Affliction's an option.
Oh yeah, Malicious Affliction, that was a card. Sometimes we don't really have any good way of triggering Morbid.
Yeah, not on our own stuff.
So like we could like Shriekmaw and Malicious Affliction, but that's like...
That's basically a blocked wipe, but
it's triple black.
Yeah, I know.
It's so hard. We could run Descended Mindbender, but I'm not.
So we could put in Erebos.
Erebos is okay. I don't really like him, though.
I kind of want a 3-drop, but we don't have a good 3-drop. Or like, but it's not really on our game plan. Like
well, I mean, so we could just put Seagate Oracle.
Yeah, I think I just like Seagate Oracle. It also just blocks.
Yeah.
Blocking is a reasonable thing to do.
It's a 1/3. It's not the worst. It slows down fast starts, and against decks where we feel like it isn't performing, we can cut it. I like it. Okay. Lands. Holt, you're better at mana bases.
Separate by color.
That wasn't what I meant to do. Sort by color.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
This should be here.
14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 17, 12, and 4. So I don't think we need to add any mountains to our deck, actually. I think we're fine on red sources.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure, yeah, I think we're okay.
Could you separate those lands into their colors for me?
Sure, I'll move Jupiter over here. I'll actually just move all of the gold cards sort of on top of each other. So, I mean, like, obviously, it's kind of hard, like, but...
Okay, Missing can fetch everything, so it's one of everything.
Sure, so we have to go in the same pile of Mana Confluence.
Yes.
See,
this is Organizing 101. This is going to help you seriously on MTGO, being able to move lands around.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 black sources so far, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue sources. So I think with how much black we have, probably 4 swamps. Right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So we've got 10 slots.
Yeah, so maybe it's 5 swamps. You need double blue by like late. No, 4. 5 swamps, 4, and then maybe 1 mountain. Nah, I don't really like having a mountain.
They suggest 5 swamps, 3 islands, and 2 mountains, which is like that. Would you prefer this?
I think I might actually prefer another swamp. Move the thing so I can see how much we need early. It's about the same. I don't know. Maybe. Actually, I like going 5 and 5. I feel like I have so much pressure on me now because you're like, Holt, you're better at building mana bases.
I just hit the button on Moto. I'm so bad at building mana bases.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I think there's a little room to play around. I think you could add a mountain, but I just don't think it's worth it. Like if we decide to side in like Banefire as well, maybe I'll add a mountain. But it's all singles. Yeah, I like it.
We're also unlikely to be casting more than 1 red spell in a turn, right? The only time we want more than 1 red mana in a turn is for Olivia, potentially.
Cool. Well, deck construction done. We will see you guys in the first round.